introduction time.
It is. Welcome back to our tens of fans. Join me tonight, the only one that answered the call, Becca. How you doing, Becca?
Amazing as always.
Of course.
And they get to see me, so you're all privileged. Enjoy it. Take it all in. All the dead.
So anyway, Fast 6. Gonna go see that tonight. First one, awesome. Second one, awesome. Third one, meh. Fourth one,
What was the third one?
Tokyo Drift.
Well, technically that would be like the sixth one, because apparently the events in Tokyo Drift are supposed to happen after this.
Yeah, but I was just kind of going in production order.
Yeah.
But
And Lucas Black. I hate that guy. He's not a good actor. It's like, hey, we need a dumb teenage hick to play this role. Let's get Lucas Black.
And first off, why are you looking for that particular kind of character? He wasn't likable. He just wasn't. It was just...
He did okay, I thought. He did okay. But I still hate the guy as an actor. I just hate the guy. And anything he plays, he just annoys me.
Well, to be fair, a lot of things annoy you.
Yes. But he...
In particular.
Yes.
But the fifth one was awesome.
Yes. Yes, it was.
So happy with that one. So...
Back to Lucas Black for a second.
Of course.
You know what DK stands for? Donkey Kong? If only he died in the first car wreck he had in the street race. And he makes friends with Han. Why, Han? Why? You cannot like this guy. You cannot... Moving on.
Please.
Go.
So, yeah, I'm really wondering how they're going to address the fact that, Letty was shot in the head, died, and now she's all better in this one.
Well, she had like an undercover police file. I remember that. From the fourth one?
It was the... What, was it the fourth one?
I think so, because...
I don't remember a whole lot from the fourth one.
I really don't either. It wasn't that memorable.
I mean, the fifth one, I know they had the post-credits clip of The Rock and, what's her name from the second one, like, hey, you might want to check this out. Why do I want to be... Oh my god, there's Letty. I mean, that's the only thing I recall. But yeah,
Maybe it was that file from number 5 at the end. I just rewatched it and I forgot to check after the credits for that. But yeah, she was supposed to be like undercover or something, from what I understand.
Well, apparently she's back and she's pissed off now.
Maybe the one who was supposed to have killed her was a really bad shot, or maybe he was in on it and he was also undercover.
Yeah, but why would she be mad at Dom and Company?
Is she mad at Dom and Company?
Well, she's kicking the shit out of one of their own in one of the trailers, so...
Huh.
I don't think that's a buddy-buddy brawl that they're having.
I don't know, maybe she's got that old, Winter Soldier kind of thing going on with, you left me, you didn't even look for me. Yeah, I thought you were shot in the face. I did kill the guy, thank you very much.
Points for trying, God.
The face. Most people don't come back from that.
The Rock did. And faster. Oh no, he got shot in the back of the head, didn't he? Either way, headshots, you usually don't come away from those.
Well, that and zombies. And apparently Michelle Rodriguez can come back from both.
Which zombie movie was she in?
Resident Evil.
Oh, that's why I didn't remember it. Don't really care for those.
It was okay. The first one was okay.
I just don't like the main actress, Mila Jovovich, whatever her last name is.
I will give her credit for sticking with the series, though, because she's in, like, every one of them.
Yeah. Stick-to-itiveness, she gets points there, but just as an actress, for one thing, I don't think she's that attractive, and I don't think she's that very good an actor.
I think she's okay, but I don't see any difference. Anyway, back to Fast and Furious.
Exactly. Now we're off that tangent. I'm excited about this.
I am too.
I think they made a smart move, starting with the 5th one, with just kind of transitioning into a straight-up action movie genre instead of just making it about cars and racing, even though they do have little bits of that in there.
Mm-hmm. Like the scene where they're racing the police cars.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
That was like the only race in the movie.
We've got to do this. And then what I'm looking forward to is, like, there's this whole thing that everyone's like, Dom just let you win, Ryan, because you're having a baby. It's like, no, he's not. No, he's not. He's like, yeah, it was a baby gift. No. And so then it ends with him like, he's like, okay, let's see what you got. And it cuts off, and I'm like, oh, they've got to address that in this one.
Yeah.
And Paul Walker, I don't know. He's not the best actor. I mean, he's really not. Like,
but he's likable.
He is. That's what I was going to say. Like, in Fast and Furious 2, like, he's fighting Rome, and he's like,
you still fight like shit. You still fight like shit. Oh, I'm going to choke you.
Really? Really? But you still root for the guy. I mean, he's just very bland, but I guess it's just the fact that he's, like, himself.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, go Joe Everyman who can race.
I totally
choke you.
I totally forgot about that line.
Let me warn the guy. It was still a good movie, but come on, man.
Now, haven't we seen like every single one of the Fast and the Furiouses except for 4 in the theater? No, you didn't go see 5 with us.
No, and I didn't see the first one in theaters. I didn't see it. I might have seen the second one in theaters. I don't know. But either way, to make 5 movies and still make them all enjoyable, that says a lot about a franchise.
Yeah.
I mean,
they usually kill it in the 3rd one, and that's that. We won't get into that. Okay, we will get into that.
Spider-Man?
Pirates of the Caribbean to a certain extent.
I enjoyed the 3rd one. I don't know why everyone's so down on it.
I think it was just the politics and how drawn out it was. I mean, that's what it was for me anyway. I'm not saying I hated it because I really did enjoy it, but of the first 3, it was definitely the weakest in my opinion.
Well, I was just ticked about the cliffhanger ending. It's like,
yeah.
That I was like, okay, why would you do this? The first one had a good ending, and you made a sequel. So basically, 2 and 3 were number 2. Anyway, yeah, Fast 5 I really enjoyed. I actually just watched it yesterday, just to kind of remember what happened. And everyone was waiting for The Rock versus Vin Diesel. I mean, who didn't want to see that?
Yeah.
And The Rock is kind of the same way. I mean, he's like just one of these people that even when he's being a jerk, a douchebag, you root for the guy.
You do.
You love him. You want to see him. And that's just something about his personality. And it was the same way back in WWE. Vin Diesel is just a badass. And you're like, dang, I want to see what that guy does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that fight was just brutal. I mean, they practically tore that place apart.
Yeah. And what I thought was great was as I was watching it, they're going back and forth. And there's The Rock's armed guys. They're just sitting around and they start to intervene. Everyone else is like, okay, Dom, stop. Like, we're arrested now. It's, it's over.
It's like,
and
no.
then The Rock goes, he's like, no, stay back. I got this. And so they're fighting back and forth. And you think Vin Diesel's going to, like, smash his brains in with a wrench. And it looks like he does. But because The Rock said, no, I got this, the armed soldiers that are with him were like, okay, I'm not going to cap the guy and get him off of you. But it's like clank, and he doesn't crunch his head in, obviously. But I was like, man, that's really cool that they kind of went all out that way, and it kind of shows how much faith his team had in him, and his commanding presence, really, over it. And probably they wanted to see the outcome, too.
Also, it kind of showed in that one little moment, where he doesn't smash his head in, how much Dom has grown throughout the series. Because early on, he would have.
Yeah.
If
in fact, he did to someone else.
Exactly.
Which is why he has a rap sheet. Well, that and the illegal street racing, but
yeah, but
they stack.
Yeah. He likes to double up on his felonies.
Well, while I'm at it,
might as well bash this guy's brains in with a wrench. Just top it off. Now, it's a good day, Tater.
So, you're not really mad about the whole Star Trek review thing, are you? It's all in good fun, really. It's kind of funny, I thought.
It's fine. It's fine. Perfectly, terrifyingly fine. Seriously, what the hell is wrong with you? Wow, guys.
Wow. I don't even know where to start. Just wow. This was a completely amazing movie.
Amazing.
Amazing.
We need Josh here.
Amazing. I have no complaints. There was never a dull moment at all.
Zip.
And there is going to be another one. I'm not going to give anything else away, but it's awesome.
Yeah.
There was a collective gasp from the audience when it happened.
More like a collective holy shit from the audience.
Yeah.
The tagline of the movie is all roads lead to this. As everybody should probably know by now, Tokyo Drift is supposed to happen after all of these. Well, it's very clear by the end of this film that this is the last one before what happens in Tokyo Drift happens.
As long as Lucas Black isn't in it.
Here we go.
Hate that guy.
He really wasn't that bad.
Yes. Yes, he is.
The big ongoing message of the Fast and the Furious universe has always been family.
It personifies it, I believe, pretty well.
I like how everybody has grown so much since the very first film. And they even did kind of a recap of all of the other films leading up to this to kind of see this timeline of where everybody was before and where they are now.
And there was some of the stuff in it, like some of the scenes were a little over the top, like a little far-fetched, but that's okay. It's done really well, and it's nothing.
Perfectly fine.
I don't have to believe it. I'm just glad I saw it.
I mean, you're literally sitting there and you're trying to keep your eyes open. You don't even want to blink. You're just like, oh my God, this is awesome. I don't want to miss a frame of this.
Pretty much.
Just, wow.
Back on the family thing, The Rock is kind of unofficially like they're the adopted cousin in the family now. Like, it's understood that they've got each other's back. And, but there's still a little bit of uneasy tension between, The Rock and, Vin Diesel's characters. Which probably is... They're probably just trying to see who won the fight the first time.
Yeah.
And the movie opens with what looks like a rematch between Dom and Brian. They don't say anything about it,
but
it's a rematch.
Yeah. The Fast and the Furious series is one of the few film franchises that not only has made it past movie 3, but are actually still, well, good. Following the events of Fast 5, Dom, Brian, and the rest of the crew have settled into their new lives as former criminals. And cue the inevitable plot twist. Yep, Letty, Dom's longtime girlfriend since movie 1, who was believed killed in Fast 4, is apparently alive and well, and working for a terrorist group. Oh goody. So Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson brings the crew back together once again. Their mission? Take out this rival team and get Letty back into the fold. As with most of the other films, the big driving point of this one is family. We've seen time and time again how far these characters are willing to go for each other, no matter how much danger they put themselves into. That's pretty poignant stuff. And that's a staple of the series that has always drawn me in, not just the shootouts, races, and hot ladies. Though I will admit that those can be selling points as well. The film stays in the fast lane pretty much from start to finish, and the ride is worth every second you're watching it. As to how Letty has survived, you can pretty well pick from any of these and figure out which one actually occurs in the film. Yeah, that plot element is paper thin, and the action sequences are quite far-fetched.
Guys, they got a tank.
But I don't care. That's the beauty of the Fast and the Furious film series. Every film, they keep pulling bigger and better car-sized rabbits out of their hats. I loved every minute of this film, and I can't wait for the next one. I give Fast and Furious 6 4 crashing planes out of 5. As the tagline goes, all roads lead to this, and this puppy fires on all cylinders. This is Justin with On The Road Reviews, and we'll see you in the movie line.
You don't turn your back on family, even when they do.
You still fight like shit. You still fight like shit. I'ma choke you.